the past, a couple years about Micronesians, and there you go. But you're probably like the hottest Micronesian I've ever seen, though. Yes. Very conceited, though. She was like, yeah, I know. Oh my God, every time, everywhere I go. Jeez. Do you have one of those skirts? She said, what skirt? Come on. You know what skirt we're talking about.
Do you have any gold teeth?
Oh, there you go, see? Sideburns. Sideburns. All right, well, let's lay off of her. See, she's nice enough to come and support stand-up comedians. And that's it for me. I quit. Now we gotta get things going. I really appreciate you guys. I'll do a set later on, but we gotta get things going. We got a lot of people. We have a short amount of time, and we're gonna bring up our first comedian.
Well, I'm gonna sit there.
If she's ready. You guys are in for a treat. It's very funny. Lovely young lady making her way to the stage. You guys, please help me welcome. Make some noise. Come on, you can do better than that. For the lovely KatieRose.
Is that good? Can you hear me? My hair is okay. Thank you. Well, I had something really funny, but it's going to take too long, so I'm going to do something else.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you, I've got 5 children, 13 grandchildren, and there's where I take my energy from. Okay, my oldest daughter has a son who was, when he was 12, he started asking the tough questions about sex. So she figured that's something that Dad's supposed to talk to him about. So she went and told her husband, you need to talk to him. Well, the next day he comes out to the kitchen and says, Mom, I gotta ask you about what Dad said. He's smart enough to know to go to Mom after he talks to Dad. And she said, well, what is it? Well, I want to know if it's true, Mom. And she goes, well, what, dear? He said that girls like their boobs played with. And her eyes get very big and go, well, tell me exactly what he said. Well, he took me in there and he said that he never got a talk from his dad about sex. He learned it from school, from the boys at school. And but you said you had to talk to him. So he told me that girls have boobs, and then he gave me a magazine. Okay. This right here is, there's something wrong with sex education from parents. Now, I talked to some associates at work and some other men, and this seems to be the way all sex talks go with the fathers. Not too good. Well, she planned from the time he was a little boy that she was going to have the sex talk with him when he was 13. So she comes in one day with a big grocery bag, sets it down, and tells him they're going to have a sex talk. And he goes, I don't get another magazine, do I? Oh, no. Okay, and she starts taking out 13 cucumbers and lays them out. What's cucumbers got to do with sex, Mom? You'll see. Okay. And then she reaches down the bottom of the sack and brings out 2 boxes of condoms.
Woo.
And immediately he's going, oh, God, Mom, no. He gets mortified and he starts throwing his hands up in the air and says, no, Mom, you're not going to do that. Just calm down, dear. She hands him the first cucumber. And he looks at it and goes, well, it kind of does look like one, except it's green. Now, a lot of her colleagues told her that, you shouldn't use a real cucumber when you're telling him this because he might get an inferiority complex. Well, as a teenager, you need to do that. She didn't want him just whipping it out. Teenagers can be a little testy and jealous of these kind of things. But she starts telling him, she gives him a condom, shows him how to rip it open, and shows him how to put it on. And she explains everything to him. And then while he's practicing and making these gross sounds and going, oh, Mom, She explains everything to him. She explains about women. She explains about about STDs, and she explains everything. She took all the mystery out of it. What, you know, come on, guys. Don't you like a little mystery? But she took it all. And then, a few weeks later, he came home and he says, they're going to teach us about reproduction in our health class. And he really wasn't looking forward to it. But he turns to his mom and says, Mom, they need to have you come in and give the sex talk. They'll be done in an hour and they never forget it. She has a 13-year-old daughter. James, take notes. Well, you know, you need notes. You're an older man, okay? But that's all I got for tonight. Thanks.